Side propagation is such as it is between us, and like you say, maybe we can do this again another time. Thanks much, 73s to you and yours, NHJFJ.
Roger, Roger. Have a good one, man. Enjoy it the QSO, and I'm sure we'll do it again sometime real soon. 73, sir.
Kilo Oscar.
Man, that was a big signal coming through. That signal was coming through. Come again, please. Kilo Oscar 4. That's what I'm hearing. The Kilo Oscar 4 station. Come again, please.
Kilo Oscar 4. Romeo Tango Mike.
I got it that time. Good evening to you, Mr. Frank. Good signal coming through. I had two big signals, and I was having a hard time trying to pull them out. Two huge signals there, Roger.
Roger that. I'm in Cape Coral, Florida.
Roger, over in Florida, man. Cape Coral, Florida. Good evening to you. Well, great signal coming through. 5-9 signal, solid. I think the antenna's kind of looking in your general direction. Well, you're making a nice trip this way. Definitely not a problem hearing you at all. The call on this end is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo. And the handle is KB, just the two letters. And we're in Arlington, Texas this afternoon. And, man, thought we would jump out there and live stream a little bit. So we are live streaming on YouTube. I think we are anyway. And just wanted to jump out here and do something different, man, and get some visuals along with the audio there, Roger.
Roger, I don't have any visual, but I've just got a new antenna. We got hit really hard with Hurricane Ian here. I got a new roof and new antenna, and wondering how far I was getting out to Texas. That's pretty good across the pond here. Roger. Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, Kilo 2.
Roger. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Keep your head down over that way, and maybe get everything back up to speed. And again, we are live streaming YouTube tonight. And so if you would, go over to YouTube, man, and search K5KAB, and you will see a live banner. Click on that banner there, man, and come into the room and wave at me on the chat box or whatever, and like the page and subscribe to the page. It definitely will help me out. And great signal coming this way. Kilo Ocean 4, Romeo Tango Mike. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo. Back to you, sir.
Roger that. This is KL4 RTM 73 to you, sir. And have a good evening.
Roger. 73, sir. Great signal coming this way. Thank you for answering the call.
Tell me the YouTube thing again, please.
It's YouTube, and then just go and search K5KAB. Go to YouTube and search K5KAB there, Roger.
Roger that. I'll go over and check that out right now. Thank you. Good chat with you, and we'll get back to you some other time. Thank you very much.
Roger. Thank you. I think I heard a station calling me.
Kilo 2 Alpha Papa. K2APL.
Kilo 2 station. Come again, please.
Kilo 2 Alpha Papa Lima. America, Panama, Libya. K2APL.
Roger. Good evening to you, sir, Mr. Limberg. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo. How copy?
Copy 5x9. And I'm going to give you an S report as soon as you come back to me. I'm in Central Florida. The name here is Tony.
Roger. Good evening to you, Tony. Good signal as well. You're 5'9", solid coming this way, man. Doing a fine job. Tony, we're Facebook Live tonight. We're streaming Facebook Live tonight. So if you go over on Facebook and search K5KAB, you'll get to hear yourself coming through. And I'm actually looking at your page right now, actually, your QRZ page on there. And, trying to bring some visuals along with the audio there, Roger.
Roger on that, Kerry. Yeah, you're 20 over here. So, and I'm only working on an inverted V, and I'm only up about 25 feet, working 95 watts.
Oh, wow. 20 over. Man, your radio might be a little easy. Your radio might be just a little bit easy. We're doing about, let's see, hello, testing 1. We're doing about 450, about 450 watts peaking out of an old 3K Classic Henry, man. It's a 3-1500 version, and I guess she's purring along fairly decent there, Roger.
Roger on that. Yeah, well, that's why you're coming over here is a 20 over. Like I say, clear as the bell. And my home QTH is not here in Florida. I'm a snowbird with my wife. We're down here for the winter and waiting
until the snow goes away, and then we'll go back up there. So, yeah, you're coming in here great, and I'm using a ICOM 7100, and like I said, I'm only putting out about 95 watts. Back to you.
Roger, Roger. Well, I'll tell you what, you're doing it in fine style. Definitely not a problem hearing you at all. You're making a nice trip this way, Anthony. And Tony, and I definitely appreciate you waving a hand at me, man. And again, we are streaming live on Facebook. If you would go search K5KAB YouTube, and search it in YouTube, and like the page and subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. Tony, great QSO, man, and I'm sure we'll do it again sometime real soon. Kilo 2 Alpha Papa Lima. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. I'll say 73s for now, and I'll be clear with you on your final, sir. Great signal.
Okay, Kerry. Roger on that. Great cue. So enjoyed the conversation. Short as it may be, but I know there's a lot of folks out there probably want to catch up with you. I'm going to bring up come up on your webpage there too, as a matter of fact. So you'll find my call sign on there as well. Good talking to you, my friend. I hope to see you again there. 73 K2ATL.
Roger. Thanks, Tony, once again, man. Great signal coming this way, and I'm sure we'll get to do it again sometime soon. CQ20. Here is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo calling CQ. Somebody needs to delay. Somebody needs to delay on the comeback. Everybody's doing it at the same time, so I cannot for the life of me pull out just one. Somebody come again. CQ. This is K5KAB as we live stream YouTube. Please go to YouTube and search K5KAB. Come on into the room, man, and wave at me. This is K5KAB calling CQ.
Whiskey India 8, Germany.
I definitely appreciate that. Whiskey India 8, Germany. Man, tear this radio up. Great signal coming through out of Ohio. Good evening to you, sir. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. How copy?
I copy you about 5'9" plus 20, sometimes 25 over. So, come on back with your name there. I didn't get your name there, and tell me about your station there, where you're running, and antenna and all.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. The handle on this end is KB, Kilo Bravo, just the two letters. And if you go on YouTube, I don't even have to tell you about it. You can look at it. We're streaming live tonight. And, man, everybody hearing your voice go over the internet as we speak, actually. And if you go to YouTube and search K5KAB, come into the room, man, and like the page and subscribe. And but we're working an ICOM 7300 tonight. A friend of mine says that 8 out of 10 ham operators own a 7300, so he calls it the People's Radio. How about that, the People's Radio? So I am working the People's Radio this afternoon, and the amplifier is a 3K Classic running a 4-1500 tube, and we're doing about 400 watts. I backed it down. I think I'll back it out a little bit more, about 400 watts, and the beam is a hex beam. Hex beam about 30 feet above the QTH, and it's actually looking over into Florida. But, man, you're coming in fine style here there, Roger.
Okay, Kilo Soda, KAB. Yeah, you're continuously 20 over. I'm really surprised there on the strength of your station there. Obviously, the amplifier is helping there. We're running a little bit of power ourselves up here in Ohio, and just running a amplifier. It's a SB Heathkit 200 with the two 572B tubes in there. So I'm probably pushing about 600 or 700 watts down your way there. But yeah, just on the 80-meter dipole, and my antenna is only about 9 feet off the ground there. So definitely doing some earthworm heating up here in Southwest Ohio. Hey, my friend, KAB, I got your call written down over here as Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. For Whiskey India 8 Golf, I'm going to say 73s and leave it on your final there, Kilo.
Wow, great signal, man. You're doing a fine job. You're doing a great job. About 10 over S9, solid. And I don't have a preamp on. So that's everything. Man, you're giving that meter everything it can handle. Thank you, sir, for answering the call. And I'm sure we'll get to do it again sometime real soon. Great signal coming this way, and great operation. Whiskey India 8 Golf. This is K5KAB 73s and a real big old God bless. CQ20. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo as we live stream on YouTube. Go over to YouTube, search K5KAB. come into the room, man. Like the page and subscribe and listen to yourself coming through. We're about 20 seconds ahead of everything. So, you key in and talk for a while and listen to yourself coming through, and you can see exactly and hear exactly how that radio is working. CQ, this is K5KAB calling CQ.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango Victor Romeo.
Kilo Echo Station, come again, please.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango Victor Romeo. Name here is Dean. I think we had contact on January 31st. What's happening tonight?
Roger. Good evening to you, Dean. And let me throw you in this logbook, and then I can verify that as well. Good signal coming through, and yes, we did. And I did get you in the logbook again, Dean. Doing a great job this way. And I'll give you a signal report next time through. How about that? But at any rate, this is K5KAB. The handle on this end is KB Kilo Bravo, and we're in Arlington, Texas. Thought we would try something a little different and get out here and live stream on YouTube as we take some QSOs there, Roger.
Roger. Yeah, you are 5'9". I'm operating portable in Central Florida. If you didn't have a note of that before. Got what's called a Wolf River coil, portable vertical, and 100 watts from my 7300. Yeah, you sound great. You got good audio, and looking to see maybe what you're hearing from me.
Well, I'll tell you what, you sound great coming this way, and that's why I'm actually starting to do this YouTube. That way you can get in there and listen yourself, and you could be a great judge of what you sound like. You know, people can tell you how great you sound or what it sounds like to them, but unless you hear it yourself, you know. So go on that YouTube page, and you can listen to it, but you're sounding good coming this way. Definitely not a problem. I have a small pile up, and, man, you bust right through. I didn't have a problem pulling you out. So how about that? Any rate, thank you for answering the call, sir, and I'm sure we'll get to do it again sometime real soon. Great signal coming this way, though, without a problem. Kilo Echo 8, TVR, Mr. Dean. This is K5KAB. I'll say 73s for now, and I'll be clear with you on your final, sir.
Roger that, AB. And I'm going to check out the YouTube page, so see what's happening over there. Thanks for doing that. And as it was before, great to make contact with you. 7-3, and I'll be clear.
Roger, Dean. Thanks for answering the call, sir, and I'm sure we'll do it again sometime real soon. Real big old God bless. CQ20. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo calling CQ.
Kilo Quebec 4, Golf, Kilo for Golf.
Kilo Quebec 4, I think. Come again, please.
Kilo Quebec 4, Golf, Kilo Golf.
That's almost a handful there, a fingerful. Good evening to you, Ron. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Arlington, Texas, living on Kissimmee Avenue in Texas. There, Roger?
Well, I'm talking to you from Kissimmee, Florida.
Exactly. That's why I said that. I see you over there in Kissimmee, Florida. That's why I said that, and that's why I live on. There's all the streets in this area over here are named by streets of Florida. I don't understand why, but they are. And so there you go there. Good signal coming this way, Ron. I hope you go by Ron anyway. And you're doing a fine job. And I'll give you a signal report next time through there, Roger.
Oh, you're going in a good 5'9". I mean, like I said, you've got my meter up to about 20, so you're definitely coming in good.
Well, good deal. Well, we're doing about 400 watts your way, man, out of an ICOM 7300. And we're putting that into a 3K Classic, the Henry 4-1500, 3-1500 version. And the beam is an antenna. The antenna is a hex beam, and it's looking in your general location. Thought we would get out here a little bit, man, and call CQ and get some names in the logbook and do some live streaming on YouTube there, Roger.
Roger, we'll let you go then, 73s. Yeah, I'm just on the vertical. I'm only pushing 100 watts. That's it.
Well, I'll tell you what, the 100 watts is working for you. Definitely not a problem pulling you out. On your leisure, man, go on YouTube and search K5KAB and come into the page. And you can hear yourself coming through over here in Texas. Anyway, thanks for answering the call, and I'm sure we'll get to do it again sometime real soon. Good signal coming this way. Kilo Quebec 4, Golf, Kilo Golf. This is K5KAB 73s for now, and I'll be clear with you on your final, sir.
Okay, that sounds great. You have a good evening, and 73s to you. Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Baker. This is Kilo Quebec 4 Golf, Kilo Golf. I've only had my ticket for 3 days, so excuse me.
Well, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. Doing fine. Thanks for answering the call, and I'm sure we'll do it again sometime real soon. 73, CQ20, CQ20. Here is K5KAB in Texas calling CQ.
Alpha Golf 2, Lima Mike.
Alpha Golf 2, Lima Mike. Mr. Man, I'm not going to be able to say that last name. Anthony. How about that? Antonio. This is K5KAB in Texas. How copy?
Yeah, you are 5'9" plus here in New York with a beautiful signal. Over.
Roger, Antonio. Appreciate it, man. We're doing our best here. And the antenna's actually looking over into Florida. But, man, I guess you're coming through here nice and fine this way. I'll give you a signal report next time through there, Roger.
Yeah, you are very good. You have a very good signal. You have an inside antenna here in New York, and you're coming in very well. I hear you with a crisp signal.
Well, I appreciate it. Man. You got about a 5 over S9, but it sounds like you have a little RF on your signal. You have some RF on your signal, but, man, a 5.9 signal. So a strong signal coming through, just a little RF on your audio there, Roger.
Yeah, can you hear me better now?
It went away there, Roger.
Yeah, I changed the amplifier and the microphone down, so I think maybe it's better now.
It's back. She came back as you was talking, so I don't know where it's at. I don't know if it's in the microphone or what, but it's just a little RF. But, man, a big signal coming through there, Roger.
The same. Take care, and thank you for taking on my call, and 73.
Roger, Antonio. And we are streaming live on Facebook, on our YouTube tonight. We are streaming live on YouTube. So go over to YouTube, man, and put in my call, K5KAB. Hit the live button, come into the room, man, and say something to me on the chat over there. And like the page and subscribe to the page. I would appreciate it. Thank you, sir. This is K5KAB 73s, and I'll be clear with you on your final.
Thank you so much again. I'm 73, and I'm already subscribed to your channel. Over.
Thank you very much. I definitely appreciate it. Have a great day, and I'm sure we'll do it again sometime real soon. And when you hear me out there, man, key that microphone up and let's talk about it. Have a great night, sir. CQ20. Here is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, calling CQ.
Kilo Echo 8 Victor Zulu Hotel.
Kilo Echo 8, I think I heard.
Yeah, Kilo Echo 8 Victor Zulu Hotel in Lima, Ohio.
Roger. Good evening to you, Gary, up there around Ohio. This is K5KAB in Texas. The handle on this end is KB, Kilo Bravo. How copy?
I'm copying you loud and clear. You're like next door. Are you sure you're in north central Texas? I think you're next door to me here at 5'9", blaring me out here. And I'm running a Yasu F10 just at 100 watts, and I've got you on my high gain beams running.
Well, we're trying our best, man. I think Mother Nature's just in my favor tonight. Mother Nature's in my favor tonight. Our everybody's radio is broken. That's what's going on. We're doing about 400 watts out of a stand-up Henry here, 3K Classic, 3CX 1500 tube, man, and the hex beam, and it's looking east. I'm scared to move it because I'm thinking if I move it north, I'm going to fall out of everybody's radio because I'm looking, or maybe I think I'm looking east and really I'm looking north there, Roger.
Roger. I got your call sign at K5KAB. Is that right, or was it K52EB?
Negative. Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5KAB, or Kilo 5, Kilowatts and Bourbon there, Roger.
K5KAB, is that right? I have a hearing impairment, but I think I got you that.
You got it right, man. You got it right. K5KAB. That's a QR. That you hit it perfect. You hit it perfect there, Roger.
Roger, and you got me mad because you got this good weather down there. I'm usually in Texas at this time, but the wife passed away a while ago, and I don't travel anymore at 80 years old. I wish I was in Texas, and we spent a lot of time down there in Lafayette and during the winter times, and I love Texas. I love it, Texas.
Man, weather has been crazy this year. It's been all over the place this year, but I think we're doing a whole lot better than a lot of places. I think it was about 75 or 80 today, and I think it's going to be 80 tomorrow. So we're not complaining there, Roger.
See, Roger, we're up here going up and down from 40 to 50 to back to 40 to 29. Ohio weather is crazy. People would say, why do you come to Texas? And she said, just 2 words, no snow. And we loved it. We spent usually 6 months down there out of the year, and in Lafayette, down by the border down there. And I wish I was there now.
Well, I think we both wish we were there now. How about that? Real good deal. Well, I'll tell you what, thanks for answering the call, sir. I'm sure we'll get to do it again sometime real soon. Great signal coming this way and great audio. Thanks once again, and a real big old God bless. And I'll be clear with you on your final.
Yeah, I hear you there, and 73s to you and your family, and have a good day, and glad to make the contact with you, and hope we can do it again.
Roger, and I bet we will. Have a great day, sir. CQ20, this is K5KAB calling CQ.
Kilo 4, Mike Delta Zulu.
Man, that's how you do it. Kilo 4, Mike Delta Zulu. And I guess I see why, too, that big beam sitting there. Good evening to you, Denzel. I think I got that right, or is it Denzel? How about that? This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo. How copy?
Yeah, okay. You got it right the first time. Denzel is Denzel Washington. He have the E instead of the I like I do. So that's it there. But, yeah, KB, you're sounding wonderful, my friend. Beautiful sounding station you got there. Nice audio, and I'm looking at the YouTube video and everything here. Coming through very nicely indeed. What microphone you got there? I don't recognize that mic. Or maybe I don't recognize the shock mount you're using. Is that one of the Electro Voices?
No, it's not, Denzel. This is the Shure SM7 Bravo. The Shure SM7 Bravo. And I tell everybody, man, I am definitely not an audiophile by no stretch of the imagination. But I definitely wanted to sound halfway decent. And I think the game changer for me was this microphone, this Shure microphone. It just worked perfect for. I try to run mostly ICOM stuff on sideband. I figured if I kept it simple, I didn't have to buy 50 and 60 different cables. I can just buy ICOM cables, and it fits for all my radios. And my main radio at one point was a 756 Pro 2, and it's actually still sitting here. And then I ended up picking up a 7300, so I was able to use the same cables for everything, and it was working out perfect for me. And our friend David over there, I'm sure you're familiar with him, and I'm gonna mess his call up. Whiskey 4, man, I forget David's numbers, his call, but I hear him on your frequency every morning. I used to anyway. I haven't heard him in a while. He turned me on to a 421. It's a AGC leveler. And, man, when I went with that symmetric 421 leveler and this microphone, I think it changed the game for me there, Roger.
Yeah, you're talking about Whiskey Quebec 4 X-Ray. Most people call him Dave. Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly who we're talking about.
Okay, very good. Yeah, he's on the Bermuda net sometimes. I met him just 2 weeks ago when they had the hamcation here in Orlando, the big hamvention. Met him for the first time, but I'd known him for years, though. I'd known him when he was back in New York. I lived in New York, too. and never met him there, but I used to hear him all the time. And then when he came down here, where we at, the distance is a little bit, you know how it is here in HF, a little too close to comfort there. Yeah, you know he's there, but you don't really hear much of what he's saying. He skips right over, so that's usually the case. Although a few times I heard him. I had a QSO with him there just, I think, like a week ago. So, yeah, it's, you know, a bit of a strain hearing stations that kind of down in the noise. But, yeah, he's a wonderful guy, very knowledgeable person, too, very, very knowledgeable person. We had lunch together, as a matter of fact, at the Ham Fest. He and another station, NP2D, Tom. The three of us had lunch together there. So, yeah, that was he's another pretty interesting person there. Yeah, I'm using the same microphone like you, by the way, and the SM7B. But didn't you one time have one of the maybe I'm mixing you up with someone else. Didn't you have the Electro Voice RE27 or something?
I did have Electro Voice, and I still own it. I don't use it anymore. I did have it, but we're talking, 5-6 years ago. If it's me that you're referring to, at least 5 or 6 years ago, and I took that thing out of line and put this one in, and I would hear people say often, "Great sounding station." I would hear it said, kind of often. But once I went to this Shure microphone, I got more of a great audio and the fact that they can hear it, all the syllables a little better. So I don't know if it's just a little bit more articulate than the RE for me. I guess maybe my voice comparison as well. But I get a lot more handshakes from this microphone than I did the RE there, Roger.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I got the RE320 and I got the RE20 as well. Yeah, I sometimes kind of alternate. I'm on a Kenwood TS890 right now, and sometimes I do alternate between the SM7B and the RE320. RE320 I just plug straight to the radio. There's enough drive on the radio to run that mic. I run my mic gain of about 60%, and it's just fine. Kenwood drives these radios much harder than Yaesu and ICOM for sure. So you can, a lot of these mics would normally require a preamp, and I've known that for years that the Kenwood radios, especially the 890 here, seem to have more drive than any Kenwood I ever had. I've got right here to the right, I got an 870, a TS2000. I'm a big Kenwood guy. Mostly for the audio, mostly for the transmit audio. It's just unbelievable. So, but on this one, I use the 320 with the, just right to the, plug right to the radio with 60% mic gain. And on the SM7B, which I'm using now, I'm preamping it, then taking it to the radio. And, I've got the EQ set for mostly high end. I would think get the high end nice and up there, but not big into audio like I used to. Used to have the big chain of everything going. But I cut that out a long time ago. Keep it basic and simple there. Yeah, Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo K4 Mike Delta Zulu.
Roger. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I wish I could keep it simple. I just can't do it. I don't know if are you on my YouTube page right now?
Yeah, I'm watching you right now. It's a big delay though. You're way back there though. I'm seeing you right now. I see all the equipment you got. I see you look like a professional broadcast station here. Really looking good there. Really looking good. Are you the guy who, I think you and I talked one time, not if I'm mixing you up with someone else, you cruise a lot, you do a lot of cruising. Are you that guy?
I am that guy. And you know what? When you said that, it dawned on me exactly who you are now. So you just woke me up. You know, Denzel, I turned 54 this year, and so I don't remember. I don't remember things like I used to. But that time when you said at that time, it clicked. I do. I do a lot of cruising, man. My wife, she stay in my pocketbook, so I enjoy cruises actually, and I am that guy. We were over here in Arlington, Texas. I'm about 15 miles west of downtown Dallas, but you hit it on the head that time, there, Roger.
Yeah, same thing here. I'm always gone on a cruise ship. Here in Florida is the cruise ship capital of the world.
It is.
You got cruise ports every direction you turn. There's one, a big one too. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Port Canaveral, Jacksonville, Tampa. I'm right in the middle of the state. I'm about 30 miles west of Orlando here. So I can just jump in my car and be there in just short while. Like Port Canaveral is about an hour and a half, so that's very, very convenient. If you go to Miami, it's 3.5 hours, that kind of thing. But that's no big deal. That's just a very enjoyable ride down the turnpike. So yeah, that's good. Anyway, you sound good and looking good there, no doubt about it there. What I was going to mention about the SM7B, I find that it's very articulate as well. The other mic is kind of like a more, full kind of dynamic sound. This is, I think, what I've noticed too, when I talk DX and I got a weaker signal, they seem to hear me easier on this one than the other one, than the RE stuff there, the RE 320 and 20, the 20. Seem like they copy me very quickly. I guess the audio is a little bit more clean and crisp there. So that's what I observed there. But very good there. Back to you there, KB.
Roger. Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo in Q. So with Kilo 4 MDZ. I think you hit on something there because when it's a big pile up and I'm going through now, well, I'll tell you what, when I'm going through, I used to with that RE, I would go into my menu and bring the filters down and make my output normal or either smaller than normal because the wide I wouldn't get a lot of good comebacks, and so I would do that with that RE20. I would bring the audio down to narrow or either sometimes even more, but never wide when it was a pile up. But with this microphone here, with this Shure SM7 Bravo, I never have to adjust that. Sometimes, matter of fact, a couple of days ago, I'm trying to get into Africa. One of the stations coming. I did go in there and bring the filter down to narrow just to see, and I still didn't get a comeback. But when I put it back in wide, I got a comeback. So that make me think: is this element the bandwidth? Is it narrow than an RE20, or is it just the fact that it's just more articulate? It separates everything, and I want to say it's probably just a little bit more articulate, but it works for me. It works for my voice actually. But I tell you, the only drawback that I have with it, and it's not really a drawback. When you were talking about the Kenwood driving it, the ICOM is not designed on the front end to drive a heavy microphone. It just won't do it. And so with this microphone here, this sure sucks up some juice. You better have a real good preamp. I run a Behringer Ultra Gain Pro, but it's still not enough, I don't think. I'm right at about 85, 90% of this thing just to try to push this microphone. Yep, 85% just to try to push this microphone. But that's just the nature of this beast. So you better have a real good preamp if you're going to put this dynamic microphone in front of this 7300 because, man, it takes some juice to get it there. Kilo 4 Mike Delta Zulu. This is K5KAB. Back over to you, sir.
No, I'm not. This particular mic, SM7B, I'm not going straight to the radio. No, it was not even on the Kenwood, is it? No, they couldn't drive it. I tried it just for the heck of it, and I think I run like 100%, and it was okay, but it wasn't, And the thing is, once you preamp to something that's not adequate, the true sound of the mic doesn't come true. It doesn't sound right. It's like you're running something on low voltage. It just doesn't work right. But what happens is that I got the same preamp like you, the Ultra Gain Pro, And but you see what you need to get though, and believe me, this is a game changer. The cloud lifter, the little cloud lifter, little box about 3.5 inches long. You plug in, it sends power to the 48 volts to for the mic or whatever, and that will give you that will bring up your audio a lot. You could then turn the preamp down. So that's what I'm using. I from the first time I tried those, it was a game changer. Everything sounded just right. The levels are good. So I'm using the cloud lifter on there. Yeah, so that's basically it. But by the way, the question I was going to ask you too, do you have, you sound like you do, but do you have the mic, what do you call it again? The mid-range boost on, do you have it engaged on the back of the mic?
I do. I have the mid-range boost on. I'm going to look again. I'm almost positive I do. I just looked back there to see. But the mid-gain boost is on. And I think that's my voice reflection, I think, requires it there, Roger.
Yeah, I found that too. That I have mine's on. Because if you did take that off, you're going to be very, very similar to your electro voice stuff. You're going to be almost the same thing or close to it. But that mid-range boost, that's where the clarity is coming from. That's what we were talking about, how clean and clear it is. That's where it's coming from. So that is engaged for me. So I guess if you have a very high voice, a very high-pitched voice, you could kind of get away with having it off. And I've took it off, and then I try to see if I can do a little EQing to boost the high end back. But whenever I do that, I still prefer it with the mid-range boost switch on the back of the. To me, it still sounds better, so I just leave it on there. And I'm not doing anything with it. I'm just running it through the preamp with the cloud lifter on there, so I don't have to drive the preamp too hard with that cloud lifter on. And I get to find out a lot of the broadcast stations, they use it. That's especially with the SM7, unless they're using very expensive preamps. So yeah, that's it. But it's a wonderful mic. I like it a lot. But I must admit, I do go back and forth sometimes to the RE320 there. Yeah, because you do get a little bit more heavier, weighty audio kind of thing. But if I'm just talking casually, or if I'm on 17 or 15 DXing into Europe or something, I would come on this one because I'm sure it's a lot cleaner and a lot clearer to detect in a pileup, so to speak. Yeah, although it's not a high-pitched mic, it is a full-range mic, but somehow with that mid-range boost on, it comes out to be very, very clean and clear. So that's it. Yeah, all right. I'll let you go back and pick up some more stations. Kind of feel like I'm tying it up here, KB. K5KAB, K4MDZ.
Roger. Well, I definitely appreciate it, man. That's what this is all about, and that's why I wanted to do a station like this. Just sit around and do some QSOs and get it done on YouTube. I thought it'd be pretty awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, you're making a nice trip this way, man. Enjoy the QSO. Outstanding, man. That's what it's all about. Thank you, sir, for stopping by and waving a hand, and I definitely appreciate you getting on the YouTube page and coming through for it. I hope you liked it, and I hope you subscribe. Have a great day, Denzel. Man, I have enjoyed it, and I'm sure we'll get to do it again sometime real soon. I'll say 73s for now, sir, and I'll be clear with you on your final there, Roger.
Yeah, no worries at all, man. Nice to hear you, and you're looking good. You're looking good on the video. Your shock look good. Everything looks good over there. And when I get off the mic here, I'll subscribe and follow you there. So very good. Take care of yourself, my friend. K4MDZ, clear with you. 73.
Roger, Denzel. Appreciate it, man, and I'm sure we'll. Let me ask you this real quick. So your microphone go into the cloud lifter, and then you take the cloud lifter into your mic gain pro. Is that correct?
That's correct. But what would happen is that you have to engage the 48 volts on the preamp for the cloud lifters to activate the cloud lifter. You're not taking it to the mic. The mic don't require it, but you're activating it with the 48 volts. That's how the cloud lifter works. It takes the 48 volts that you would normally take to a condenser mic, takes it to the cloud lifter, that engages it, and then it works. That's how it works. So, and all of a sudden you're going to see, oh, you have to turn things down. I'm telling you, might gain down everything on the preamp. Get everything turned down because it's going to drive it hard, and the sound is going to sound different. So it's going to sound like what it should sound like. You know, it can sound very, very much. You detect a difference in the sound. Like the levels are just right after you do that there. So they say it's never a good thing to drive things, preamps and so on, very, very hard, because you introduce noise. Even though sometimes you don't hear the noise, it introduces noise in the background that wouldn't normally be there if the mic is the level to the mic is where it should be. So the cloud lifter will take care of that. Go online and check them out. The cloud lifters. And you'll see there's some little blue boxes, little blue, small, neat little. It's about 1.5 inches wide, about 3.5 inches long. One end you plug in the XLRs, and that's it. You're good to go. And there's nothing, no switch, nothing to engage. You just hit that 48 volts on the preamp that engages it, and you're good to go there. Back to you.
Roger. Got it. Yep. Very familiar with that. I see them all the time. And someone else has already told me about it. I just never tried it. And but I think I will now. Anyway, thanks again, sir. Appreciate the QSO. And I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And I did get you in the logbook once again on QRZ. And I'm sure we'll do it again sometime real soon. And, man, I'm going to have to make that hamcation. I've been a ham now since 2000, 2001. And I've never gone to hamcation, but I'm going to put that on my to-do list. Denzel, thanks for answering the call, and maybe I'll get down there, man, get to wave at you and shake your hand. Have a great day, sir, and I'm sure we'll do it again sometime real soon. I'll be clear with you on your final, sir, 73.
Yeah, okay. It's now the second biggest ham fest in the country, behind Dayton there, and we're only about 25 miles west of that there, so it's easy for me to get there. Take it easy, my friend. K4MDZ, clear with K5KAB.
Roger, 73. CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, as we live stream YouTube. Please go to YouTube, search K5KAB, and come into the YouTube stream, man, and hear yourself broadcasting through as we have a little quick QSO. This is K5KAB calling CQ.
X-ray Bravo.
X-ray station. Come again, please.
Victor Echo 3, X-ray Bravo. My name is Bill, Bravo India Lima.
Roger. Good evening to you, Bill. Good signal coming through, and I'll give you a signal report next time through. The call here is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, Bill. And, man, what are you going to do with this? What is that? What is that thing there? Is that a 4CX? Nope. Is that a 15CX there? Tube on your QRZ page?
The Harley?
On your QRZ page.
Yeah, I got Harleys on mine.
Victor Echo 3, X-ray Bravo?
QSL, that's correct.
Okay, I do see Harleys, but your profile picture is this big, nice steel tube there, Roger.
That's a 3CX 3000A7 tube.
Outstanding. Looks good, too, sitting there. Wow. Good-looking station, man. Oh, man. I love when people have something on their QRZ page. It just kind of makes for a whole better deal. And, man, look at the Harleys, man. Two-wheel love. Oh, look at there. I'm very familiar with that blue box there, Roger.
Blue box, the blue one. Which one is that?
It's the RF plasma box from Henry, and that's where that 3CX 3000 come from there, Roger.
Oh, yeah, QSLKB. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got your page up. Your page is very interesting as well. But, yeah, that's an old Henry I got from a debunked AM station up in Hamilton, Ontario. They had 5 of those in their radio station, and I bought one of them, and I've just been kind of playing around with it. It was set up for 2 meters for a ham in Hamilton that was doing moon bouncing, and I bought it from him and brought it down here, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet as far as frequency, but it's a little something that I'm working on there. KB, back to you.
Wow, very interesting. I sold one of those, I want to say 20 years ago. Very interesting. I sold one of them about 20 years ago, and I sold it to a gentleman in New York. And wow, and I kick myself day to day about that. I wish I still had that amplifier. Another gentleman that I was real good friends with, we ended up buying about 6 of them back in 2000. We owned about 6 of them, and we tore them down and converted them and all. And man, I have had some great times with that old blue box there, Roger. Outstanding, man. Look like Mother Nature snatching you out of the radio. I'm turning the beam a little bit your way to see if I can pull you in a little better. Hope that helped out some. But man, okay, I see you are a scooter guy, man. Look, do all those scooters belong to you? Outstanding, man. I'll tell you what, I've seen a picture of that before where when your friends come over to the house when we were kids and you have all these bicycles laying in the front yard while you're in the house playing or in the backyard playing, they would leave all the bicycles out front. And now we've gotten grown and older and finally have some money in our pocket. Now your friends come over and you have all these motorcycles parked out front there, Roger? Roger. I did hear the last part of that. Okay, Bill, we'll do it again later, man. Hopefully conditions get a little better and we can do it again sometime later. Have a great night, and thank you for answering the call, and I'm sure we'll do it again sometime real soon. Victor Echo 3, X-Ray Bravo. This is K5KAB in Texas. 73s for now, sir. Yeah, you faded really bad. I couldn't even hear you at the last transmission there. CQ20, here is K5KAB in Texas calling CQ.
KD2OTJ.
KD20, that K2 station. Come again, please.
KD2OTJ, Kilo Delta 2 Oscar Tango Juliet.
I got it that time. KD2OTJ. This is K5KAB. How copy?
I copy you at around a 5'9".
Roger. Thank you, sir. I got you about a 5758 signal coming this way. Good evening to you. The handle here is KB, just the 2 letters, Kilo Bravo. And we're in Arlington, Texas as we live stream YouTube, man. We're live streaming YouTube. Go on YouTube, search K5KAB, hear yourself coming across on my side, and you get to look around in my shack a little bit. How copy there, Roger?
Good. Yeah, we're getting a lot of snow here right now. It's coming down in buckets, over.
Well, I tell you what, I wish there was a way you could harness that and keep it up that way. We don't want any parts of that, Roger.
Yeah, I've been wanting some cold weather here to kill the bugs in the ground. It's been too darn warm. I need some cold ground.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can have all of that. It was about 75, 80 degrees here in Texas this afternoon, and I want to say it's going to be about 80 tomorrow. So it looked like we've turned the curve there, Roger.
Wow. That's nice. Yeah, no, it's pretty cold here. It's about 30-some degrees at this point.
Oh, man, yeah, I don't want any parts of that. I was just looking at my temperature now. It's 65 degrees here. And what is it? It's 8:20, almost 8:30 at night, and it's 65 degrees. That's how I like it. It actually could be 5 more degrees warmer, and I'll be fine with that there, Roger.
Yeah, no, I understand. My son lives in Florida, and it just gets too dead burn hot there. I don't know how he does it. He works for a cable company. He's got this full beard, and he wears that hard hat, and it's 111 in the sun a lot of times.
Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, Well, I'll tell you what, thanks, sir, for answering this call, man. And I'm going to grab a few more before I shut this thing down for tonight. And again, we are streaming live on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, search K5KAB, go in and like the page and subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. And even go in the chat room and wave at me. Well, have a great day up there, sir. Thank you once again for answering the call. And go ahead and enjoy that snowfall and just keep it that way. Kilo Delta 2 OTJ. This is K5KAB in Texas. I'll say 73 for right now, and I'll be clear with you on your final, sir.
Okay, sir. Well, you have a great evening. And what would you call K5AOB? Over.
That's a negative. Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo, K5KAB, or either Kilo 5, Kilowatts and Bourbon.
Okay, thank you. I got it. Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo.
You got it, man. Sound good. Rolling off your tongue, too. Thank you, sir, for call, and I'm sure we'll do it again sometime real soon. 73.
73.
CQ20. This is K5KAB in Texas, calling CQ.
Kilo Juliet 7 Whiskey India Mike.
Kilowatt. Let's see. Kilo Juliet 7 Whiskey, question mark.
Kilo Juliet 7 Whiskey India Mike.
I got it that time. Good evening to you, Mark, up there around, is that Idaho? Carrollwood? This is K5KAB in Texas. How copy?
I'm reading you real well. How do you read me?
Oh, man, I'll give you a signal report next time you're through it. You unkeyed so fast, I couldn't even look at the meter. Mark, thought we would jump out here, man, and call QSO a little bit and pull some names in the log book and live stream on YouTube. So if you go on YouTube, you can hear yourself coming through. It's about a 20-second delay, but you can definitely hear yourself coming through and actually look around the shack here and kind of put some visual with the audio there, Roger.
Yeah, roger that. I heard you mention that to a previous caller, so I've got your live stream up, but I've got the audio off so I don't get myself confused. You know, I'm an old man. I get confused real easy. So I understand you're baking down there in Texas. I just finished plowing snow, and I have more to plow in the morning, over.
Oh, man. Again, I say, please keep all of that precipitation north. We're not interested. We're actually going to start getting the swimming pools ready for the summer there, Roger.
Yeah, roger that. I'm starting to lose you, but I understood what you said there. That's okay. You know, we got snow, but we got beautiful forests and nice clean rivers and big lakes. So there's a payback for it, over.
You're absolutely right. Well, I'll tell you what, man, you're sounding good coming this way. A solid 5.9 signal, not a problem pulling you out at all. And you're absolutely right. It looked like Mother Nature is starting to move around a little bit. I'm starting to have to move my antenna too much. And so with that, I'll say 73s for now, Mark. And I'll grab a couple more before I shut this thing down. But definitely appreciate you coming in and waving a hand. Kilo Juliet 7. Whiskey India Mike. This is K5KAB 73s for now, sir. And I'll be clear with you on your final. Thanks for stopping through. And I did get you in the queue. I did get you in my logbook there, Roger.
Roger that. I'm glad I found you, and I'll watch your YouTube channel from time to time. KJ7 Whiskey India Mike. I'm clear.
Thank you, sir. Great contact. Have a great night. We'll do it again soon. CQ20. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo calling CQ. Oh, man, that was a mess. Try one more time. CQ. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo calling CQ.
Whiskey 2, Delta Juliet Tango.
Whiskey 2, Delta, question mark. Come again, please.
That'll be Whiskey 2, Delta Juliet Tango, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Roger. Good evening to you. DJ up there around Township, New Jersey. This is K5KAB in Texas. How copy?
You're sitting here having a beer with me. Loud and clear, sound beautiful. Got a +10 and climbing.
Well, that's perfect, DJ. I appreciate it, man. I got you solid 5.9 this way. What type of beer are we drinking this afternoon there, Roger? It just depends if I'm going to have a beer with you or not. It just depends on what type you're drinking there, Roger. Real good deal, man. Mother Nature is really snatching the radio right now. I guess I'm going to take one more and I'm going to disappear. Mother Nature has started pulling the radio from under me. Well, I'll tell you what, DJ, appreciate it, man. Thanks for answering the call. And maybe we get to do it again sometime soon under better conditions. I did get you my logbook on QRZ, so maybe we'll do it again sometime real soon. Whiskey 2 Delta Juliet Tango. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. I'll say 73s for now, sir, and I'll be clear with you on your final.
All right, well, you take care of yourself. Like I said, you sound beautiful here. 73, have fun. Talk to you again.
Roger. Thank you, sir. Have a great day. A real big old God bless. CQ20. Let me take one more before I shut this thing down. This is Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. Calling CQ as we live stream YouTube. Please go to YouTube and search K5KAB. Click on the live banner and come into the room just so you can like the page and subscribe, because this is going to be the last call for tonight. This is K5KAB calling CQ. Man, that is so low. I couldn't pull out anything, and I don't want to turn my beam. But, man, try one more time.
Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Juliet Sierra.
Kilo Oscar 4 station. Come again, please.
Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Juliet Sierra.
Man, I sure appreciate that. Thanks, Mr. Hall. This is K5KAB in Texas, live streaming on YouTube. How copy?
You're a 5'9" plus 20, man. You sounded really good up here at Northern Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C.
Well, I definitely appreciate it. I got your solid 5'9" as well. You're coming through strong. And I definitely appreciate it, man. I was straining trying to hear those other stations, but I just didn't have enough. And you cleared it up for me, and I definitely appreciate that, Mr. Hall. The handle on this end is KB, just the 2 letters, Kilo Bravo. And we're in Arlington, Texas. I'm about 15 miles west of downtown Dallas, about 10 miles east of Fort Worth, Texas. Thought we would jump out here tonight, call QSO a little bit, get some names in the logbook like I've done yours, and live stream YouTube at the same time there, Roger.
Hey, Roger that, man. Appreciate the contact. I'll definitely subscribe to your page first time I've heard you.
Well, I definitely appreciate it. Yep, I see that is our first contact. And but I did get you in the logbook. Yeah, please go over and like the page and subscribe. And, man, maybe we get out here and do it again sometime later. Well, I'll get on out of the way, man. Look like Mother Nature is snatching this thing away from me. And I'll go down and stairs and just hang out with the wife a little bit. Have a great day, sir, and I appreciate you waving your hand. Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Juliet Sierra. This is K5KAB in Texas. I'll say 73s, and I'll be clear with you on your final, sir.
All right, 73 KB. I really appreciate the contact. Have a good evening.
Roger. Have a great day, sir. It's been a pleasure. Thank you much. This is K5KAB, say 73s to the frequency, and I'll release it and let it get back to normal amateur radio operations. Have a good night.